Hey guys, Min here. Today we're going to talk about the Landmine Press and the different versions. They're all going to work the same musculature. It's going to strengthen your vertical pushing strength, so that's going to be a lot of your delts and your tricep, a little bit of upper pecs. And it's also going to be a lot of core stability when you do this too. And it also might be a good corrective exercise if you have a kyphotic upper back. So that means you got the hunchback going on, right? This could be a great tool to help strengthen a lot of those extensor muscles to help you get out of that kyphosis and be a little bit more extended. Open up your chest out more, have a nicer posture, basically. I'm gonna go over the standing version first, and then we're gonna talk about the kneeling version, but the mechanics are just the same. It's just the position of your body. When it comes to the standing version, you're gonna also have to have your landmine set up. Pick a weight that's appropriate too. I find a lot of times people can go too heavy and they don't get good form or good posture, or they don't get good full extension. Or sometimes you compensate a lot. Say you round your shoulders, shrug your shoulders to get the weight up too. So make sure you get a good weight when you're doing this. I'm gonna set up, I'm gonna clean the landmine up to my shoulders, up to my chest where my collarbone is. And from this position, I wanna have a good braced core, obviously. I gotta keep my back tight, I gotta engage my legs also. I don't wanna be super upright. I gotta sit into it a little bit, into an athletic stance. And all I'm gonna do from here, I'm gonna stay braced and I'm gonna press forward and also let my body kind of fall into it in a way. So I'm gonna press and I'm gonna let my torso do that. And that's gonna, basically we call that going through the window, okay? Like so. And why it's called the window is when my arms are pressed out, my arms kind of make like a window for my head. I'm gonna put my head through. There's ways you can do it without it, but this is just the way I teach it. It's the way I prefer it. And when your head's through that window, you're gonna get full flexion of the arms, and you're gonna extend your upper back at the same time. That's gonna strengthen your upper back, obviously work on your shoulders and triceps at the same time. The same thing applies for the kneeling version. I just have a little pad here. You can use a mat. If you don't really mind, you could just use the floor, but just for my knees, I'm gonna use the pad. Same thing. I'm gonna clean it up like so, brace my core, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing where I press and let my head go through the window, okay? Just like so. And what you'll notice, by the end of the motion, my arms are in line with my torso, okay? I'm not like here, where it's kind of like an incline press is really good for, say you wanna work on your upper pecs, but I'm trying to target the delt. I have to press and get my head through that window, okay? So I can get full flexion on my shoulders. Some of you might not have good enough shoulder mobility to have the landmine resting here. You could also start from this position at 9 degrees and then press, okay? This doesn't mean you should only do these half reps. Work on your shoulder mobility. Increase your range of motion, get your arms over your head, like so. And make sure when you're here also at this bottom position to not shrug your shoulders like this. This is counteractive to what we're trying to do here. So make sure your shoulders are back in a neutral position, okay? You don't gotta flex anything. Let your shoulders naturally upwardly rotate, but make sure you have really good form and very good posture before you even start pressing it.